Episode 7 of MobLand saw a new player step into the game in Janet McTeer's mysterious character Kat, and one believable theory in particular explains why she has so much more power than the crime bosses introduced so far. By the ending of Episode 7, Richie Stevenson began to even the score against the Harrigans for the murder of his wife and son. However, he was stopped from doing even more damage to his rivals by a single phone call from a woman introduced only as Kat, who stops Jamie Lopez of the as yet unnamed cartel from executing Serafina Harrigan. Through 7 episodes, MobLand has focused almost entirely on the simmering tensions between the Harrigan and Stevenson crime organizations, which both run drugs and guns in London. 2 murders escalated the business rivalry into an all-out war, elevating the stakes for all involved. However, Episode 7 served as an important reminder about just how much bigger the world is when it comes to organized crime. If MobLand Season 2 comes to pass, chances are good that the scope of the show will get much bigger, and Kat McAllister could be the key into that international future. What we know so far about Janet McTeer's Kat McAllister. Even the Mexican cartels answer to her. Janet McTeer as Kat McAllister in MobLand. Precious little has been revealed so far about Janet McTeer's Kat McAllister, as she only appears for a few moments on screen at the end of Episode 7. It's revealed that she is the person behind the infrequent appearances of Donnie, the mysterious man who has visited Zosia multiple times looking for Harry, and it winds up being Donnie who Harry calls in his moment of need, with Brendan and Serafina literally on the chopping block. She's shown in a lavish private jet working with financial documents of some sort, so it's clear she has money backing her. However, there is clearly more to her unbelievable amount of influence. With just a few seconds on the phone, she is able to completely disintegrate Jamie Lopez and the cartel's business relationship with Richie Stevenson. Someone who makes the cartel shake in their boots is not to be trifled with, so it seems clear that Kat is far more than just a billionaire throwing money around for influence. She also notably has an American accent, which stands out even more among the distractingly bad accents in MobLand. Could Kat be part of the CIA? Her American accent and ultimate authority lend credence to the theory. Tom Hardy as Harry D.A. Sousa in MobLand. The most believable popular theory about Kat's identity is that she is a person of power in a global organization, most specifically the American Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. Her American accent certainly aligns with that theory, but more importantly, her relationship with Jamie Lopez points in that direction. The CIA have long been suspected and accused of being in bed with the cartels. Knowing that they can't stop the flow of drugs into America, they work with the cartels to limit and/or direct the flow to serve their own purposes. Jamie uses Kat's first name, so they clearly have a long-standing relationship. Kat being a corrupt CIA official on the take from the cartels would certainly explain her seemingly lavish lifestyle. The fact that Jamie completely trashes his entire relationship with a rival gang in Richie Stevenson for her also points to her having something to do with how his business operates. The cartels don't do favors lightly, but if listening to Kat keeps the flow of drugs around the world moving, then that would certainly explain why he jumps with just a word from her. Kat shows that the Harrigans and Stevensons are really small fry. They're big in London, but organized crime is a global affair. The introduction of Kat is an important reminder of just how small-scale the plot of MobLand has been so far. While the explosions, murders, and action all have a high-powered feel to them, Kat being able to shut down the cartel with a phone call puts into perspective just how meaningless the Harrigan-Stevenson squabbles are on the grand scale of international organized crime. It certainly seems like both Irish crime families could find themselves influenced by organizations with far more power than they have. Episode 7 moves the primary plot action to Antwerp in Belgium, which, combined with Jamie and Kat's involvement, provides a clear picture of just how hopelessly outgunned Conrad 100 Guns Harrigan really is in any gang war. Despite his unthinkable losses, Richie still has his head on straight, and is capable of calling in favors to larger authorities when he needs them. Meanwhile, the, justifiably, paranoid and unhinged duo of Conrad and Maeve Harrigan would be hopelessly, hilariously lost without Tom Hardy's Harry D.A. Sousa, as evidenced by his desperate call to Kat McAllister. Kat being CIA might then reveal Harry's own backstory. Harry certainly has the tactical skills of a shadow operative. Tom Hardy looking to one side in MobLand. If Kat really is CIA, that could be the first thread in unraveling the mystery of Harry D.A. Sousa's backstory. It's become incredibly clear that he is much more than just Conrad's lapdog. Harry's seemingly endless Rolodex of contacts, favors to call in, and associates are indicative of someone with real power. Harry also clearly has a long-standing relationship with Kat, and understands the apparent consequences of calling for a favor. That could be due to their past dealings within the world of international shadow operations. If Kat is CIA, then Harry could certainly be MI6, the United Kingdom's Secret Intelligence Service, effectively the UK's version of the CIA. With absolutely zero hesitation or issue, Harry tracks down someone who can tell him who took Brendan and Serafina, based only off a regional gang tattoo on a dead assailant. He then proceeds to mow down an entire warehouse of henchmen en route to getting information out of a crime boss, indicating he could also be a former member of the Special Air Service, SAS, the Special Forces unit of the British Army. Harry is clearly someone with tactical military training, and far more than what one would get just serving in a standard branch of the military. Kat makes a big deal out of Harry now owing her a favor after she rescues Serafina Harrigan at the last moment, and based on his reaction, that favor could be something related to his skills or connections from the past. As MobLand rolls towards its season finale, it seems certain that Harry's past with Kat McAllister will factor in a major way.